Hey everyone, good morning. This is Mark Solomon, your financial guide for special needs families, saying Happy New Year. I hope everybody's having a great new year so far. I mean, it's only the seventh day. That's right, 7 days. So that means what? Christmas was like 14 days ago, already 2 weeks ago. Well, tomorrow would be 2 weeks. It's amazing, right? Already I'm thinking March in my head. So unbelievable stuff. So before the year gets away from us, what does everybody usually do on New Year's? They set resolutions. They go, I'm really going to get things going this year and all that stuff. And well, let me just clue you in. None of that will come to pass without a plan. We talk about that all the time. Have a plan, have a map, a road map. You can't get to where you're going without a map or your GPS. If you don't know how to get to your destination without a guide, without a way, you're never going to get there. Never. So, that being said, we're going to talk today about getting back on track. So, how to get back on track, how to get back on track so that you and your family can get on track towards your financial goals of your special needs financial plan so you can make this year your best year yet, best year ever in regard to being prepared. We're going to be going over like we're putting together a 12 weeks in a row here of all the things that we need to make sure that we have in place and how to use them and tips and tricks. So we may be doing 2 videos a week, one to back up and maybe give specifics based on what happens on Tuesday. But either way, these next 12 weeks, we're going to be marching through all aspects of your special needs financial plan. And as always, answering your questions, setting up complimentary consultations, making sure we show up and be there for you. Okay. So back to it. How to get back on track. The one way that I know how to get back on track is budgeting. Okay. I said it. I said it. I hope you guys aren't scared to death. I hope you all aren't rolling your eyes in the back of your head. I hope all of you aren't going, oh man, I hate budgeting. I hate sitting down and writing all this stuff out or typing it into my computer or making a spreadsheet or all this stuff. I hate it. I hate it. Yeah, it may be tedious. It may be slightly time consuming. It may take some effort, but it pays off. It pays off in countless compounding dividends in your future. Every day that you're on track with your budget is the day you move forward towards your financial goals. Every day you're not on track with your budget, you're not. But you know what? You have a budget, whether you like it or not. Either you have a budget written down or your budget is all over the place and it's in the air, it's in your head, and it's not working for you. Or how is that working for you if it's in your head? Probably not really well. Why? Because at any given time, you look at your bank balance or your statement, you go, wow, where did all the money go? And what's today's date? The 7th? Uh-oh. I don't know if we're going to have enough money at the end of this month. So what are we going to do? We're going to swipe our credit cards and run them up and do all that. No, no, you don't want to do that. Why? Because debt is crushing. It's a huge burden on your back. You don't want to walk around with this burden on your back. You get hunched shoulders. You start to hurt. You get tired. Your sleep isn't good. You're worried all the time. And budgeting solves all those problems. So what do we need to do with budgeting? Budgeting is just money on a calendar, really, when you think about it. Like when you think about your special needs child, right? You have all their stuff on your calendar. If you don't, start doing it. It makes it a lot easier, right? You got their appointments, you got their school, you got their therapies, you've got their medications, you've got their specialist doctor visits. Whatever it is, you've got their soccer, you've got their bowling, you've got their skiing, you've got their gymnastics, you've got their swimming lessons, you've got their piano and music lessons and therapies, right? You got all this stuff on their calendar. Why? So you can see it and make sure you don't miss any of it. But so budgeting is the same thing. You just put it on your calendar. right? You utilize the calendar you're using already, but you just put your money in there as well. Why? What do you mean, Mark? Well, are all your bills due on the same date? Mostly no, never, right? Your gas and electric bill are due on different dates. They're different amounts every month. Your rent or mortgage is on a different date from all your other bills. Your credit card bills or bills are never on the same date. They all have different cycles, right? You don't know when the cycles are unless you're paying attention. Bills fall on different dates. Going to doctor appointments, those copays get paid when you go. So if it's not on your calendar, when you go to a doctor appointment, just write in the copay so you know what you're going to be paying. And it's in your head that, oh, that money is going to go out. And if you write all the copays and all the fees that you pay throughout the month on the calendar before, how much you're going to pay on your credit card, hopefully the whole balance. If you can't pay the whole balance, I hope you pay as much as you can within reason without harming yourself because you want to get that debt paid down. But anyway, have all your bills written out ahead of time. Why? Because when you see the money being spent, guess what? You're a little bit more careful when you go out, right? So budgeting, short, mid, long. You're going to have to think about all those things. That has to do with your goals too, is your short-term goals, your mid-term goals, and your long-term goals. Those are all in your budget. But, for the most part, when you're budgeting, you got to have your fixed expenses. That means expenses that are the same amount every month. Your cell phone, usually, right? Your internet, maybe your cable bill, if you still have cable, right? Those are fixed bills. Your power and gas, those aren't because you're based on usage, right? Your maintenance of your car is not the same every month. The gas that you spend on your car is not every month. Those are variable. Your insurances, those are fixed, right? So you got to have a budget sheet. You have to have this all in front of you so you can see it. Good news is we have a budget sheet right there in our files there, right there on our Facebook group. If you're watching us on YouTube, guess what? You just ask and we'll send you a budget sheet for free. You can copy it as many times as you want, see where you're at, and move on from there. And look, we love helping people with their budget. Why? Because we usually help people find what? Between $200 and $500 in cash that's leaking out of their budget boat every month. Guaranteed 99.999% of the time, unless you're on SSI, but we could still find places where you probably can save money, right? So this is what's so important about budgeting is making sure that you sit down, write everything down, your fixed and your variable expenses, including the taxes that you pay on your income monthly on average, right? And that includes your homeowners association dues and your homeowner and your tax on your house and your renter's insurance, all of that stuff. When you got that all down there and you can see it and you put at the end where it says expenses and income, and when you subtract expenses from the income and it says minus whatever dollars, guess what? You're overspending, or we need to take a look at what's going on and see where we can cut back, right? And cutting back doesn't mean sacrificing. Sometimes cutting back just means finding out where the money's going and maybe that you didn't know it was going anywhere. You look at your statements, you see where you're spending extra money that you didn't know, like apps and cable and gym and magazines and other app subscriptions, all that stuff, right? So writing your budget down on this budget sheet is going to solve all your financial problems. Why? Because then you just use your discipline and you stick to it. That's the key to the budget, is discipline. Budgeting is super great, but without discipline, it doesn't work. You got to stick to it. And another thing is it's not rigid. It fluctuates. Each month your expenses fluctuate, right? And you got to be able to be flexible and move with it. Your income may be fixed, but your expenses fluctuate. And if you plan out in the future, birthdays, Christmas, holidays, vacations, you can already know what you're going to have to save. You already know what you're going to spend. And when you know that, then you're way ahead. And then what you do is you make sure you put money aside if to save first. You save, you pay, that's what's called pay yourself first. You pay yourself first by saving, and then the rest of it goes to your expenses and your bills. Okay? So we have a bunch of little strategies that we're going to go over. We're going to knock this out. But look, what you need to make sure that you do is you get this budgeting sheet from us. It's in our Facebook group. If you need it, send us a comment. In the comments, send us a private message in Facebook or send us a comment in YouTube and say, hey, I want your budget sheet. And we'll send it to you. It's a file, PDF, print it, and start crunching that thing. And if you need help, set a complimentary consultation in the comments below, whether it be in YouTube or Facebook. Our calendar link is there. You set a complimentary consultation. We'd be more than happy to grind it out with you. We love doing this because why? You can see the light at the end of your tunnel and you know where you're going and you're going to help secure your family's financial future. So that's how you'll get back on track with all your goals and all your finances for your special needs financial plan is you start right here. This is home plate, running the first base. This is budgeting is the number one thing you got to get started with. So, hey, I hope this was informative. We're going to come back with some more details and strategies on how to do these things, how to crunch this out. But look, set a complimentary consultation because everybody's budget is different. Everybody's life is different, but the tools are the same. So, hey, set a complimentary consultation right now. It's right there in the comments. And remember, we're here to help you. Have a great rest of your week. Listen, Happy New Year. Let's make it a great year by starting out with our budget so that we can plow through the year confidently and without worry about our money. Okay? Take care. And also, you're going to know that you're on track because we're getting back on track. So God bless you. Take care. This has been Mark Solomon, your financial guide for special needs families, getting you simple ideas and strategies to help lower your financial pressures today so you guys can get back to what's most important, taking care of your family. So God bless you all. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be putting stuff down in Facebook for information. Please make sure you check it out. Get your budget sheet now. Ask us questions. Set a complimentary consultation. And we're going to hit the ground running this year. You guys take care. God bless you all. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.